I used to look out at the neon street, looking for a rhythm for my restless feet. I thought the treasure was a distant star, hidden in the corner of a crowded bar. I chased the illusions and the empty thrills, running myself ragged on the highest hills. But I came back home with a heavy sigh, and finally looked you straight in the eye. The static is breaking, the signal is clear. The greatest miracle was sitting right here. I dropped the map and I dropped the chase, finding my heaven in your quiet face. I don't have to search the universe tonight. You're already mine in the amber light. Already mine, a vintage design, a beautiful truth that is finally fine. I was looking for silver in the empty cold, while holding a pocket completely full of gold. The saxophone whispers a steady low note. I swallow the foolishness caught in my throat. We sit on the sofa and we watch the rain, washing away all the residue of pain. No more pretending, no more heavy lines, no more reading the artificial signs. You are the anchor, you are the shore. I don't need to wander the earth anymore. Let the cynics talk and let the skeptics stare. I'm breathing the magic in the midnight air. A quiet revolution, soft and deep, a beautiful promise I am going to keep. I don't have to search the universe tonight. You're already mine in the amber light. Already mine, a vintage design, a beautiful truth that is finally fine. I was looking for silver in the empty cold, while holding a pocket completely full of gold. Already mine, already mine. Safe in my arms, already You've got that look within your tired eyes, like a storm is brewing in the summer skies. The world is heavy and the road is long, and you've forgotten how to sing your song. I see the shadows hiding in your smile. Won't you stay and rest with me a while? Behind the mast, behind the neon blue, there is a secret that belongs to you. Don't be afraid to let the darkness show. There is a beauty that the others don't know. Like a photograph from a distant year, I see the truth behind every tear. I see your true light shining through, like a rainbow in a sky of blue. Don't let them change you, don't let them fade. The brilliant colors that the heavens made. Your true light is beautiful, and I see it too. The city's cold and people turn away, lost within the noise of the everyday. But you're a frequency they can't erase, a touch of magic in a hollow space. Show me the courage of your broken heart. We'll find a way to make a brand new start. Through the vapor and the purple haze, I'll be the mirror for your better days. When the world gets dark and you lose your spark, just remember where you came from. The light will always come home. I see your true light shining through, like a rainbow in a sky of blue. Don't let them change you, don't let them fade. The brilliant colors that the heavens made. Your true light is beautiful, and I see it too. Beautiful light, shine on through the night. Beautiful light, everything's gonna be alright. Beautiful light, beautiful light.
I found a Polaroid from back in '83, a faded picture of a younger you and me. We had those crazy haircuts and a fearless smile, thinking we could conquer every single mile. They told us that the flame would burn out fast, that summer romances were never built
love that never went away, growing stronger with every passing day. The synthesizer tracks we used to play are gathering dust and slowly fading away, but the melody we wrote is still intact, a beautiful, undeniable fact. We don't need to prove it to the crowd. Our love is quiet, it was never loud, just a steady pulse beneath the skin, a quiet revolution. We will always win. Love that never went away, growing stronger with every passing day. Longer now, still holding on. Longer now, till the break of dawn. race, trying to secure a winning place. But I locked the heavy deadbolt on the door. We don't have to play the games anymore. I pull the velvet curtains to the side, with absolutely nothing left to hide. The static noise of the city begins to fade, replaced by the beautiful sanctuary we made. A quiet bubble in the neon blue, where my only compass is pointing to you. As long as you are right here with me, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Right here with me in the amber glow, watching the heavy city rivers flow. Let the empire stumble, let the systems fail. We are riding safely on a quiet sail. You rest your head up on my weary chest, and suddenly my mind is at its rest. We don't need the silver or the heavy gold, just a vintage story that will not grow old. I listen to your breathing, deep and slow, the sweetest melody I'll ever know. We built a fortress out of patience and trust, away from the iron and the digital dust. Silence, a gentle hand, safest shelter. In a crazy land, I'm dropping the armor onto the floor, because I'm not fighting the shadows anymore. As long as you are right here with me, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Watching the heavy city rivers flow. Let the empire stumble, let the system fail. We are riding safely on a quiet sail. Right here with me, safe and sound. Right here with me. I used to think that love was a heavy chore, a constant battle, never-ending war. I was tired of the games and the digital noise, searching for peace in the hollow toys. But you arrived like a summer breeze, bringing my restless heart to its knees. No complications and no heavy price, just a simple slice of paradise. The static is gone, the frequencies are right, everything is beautifully bright. I don't have to try, I don't have to pretend. My lover and my very closest friend. You make it easy, like a Sunday drive. You make me feel so finally alive. Easy love, like a soft design. I'm so lucky that you're finally mine. Everything flows in a natural way, turning my midnight into day. We're sitting slow in the evening glow, watching the heavy rivers flow. I don't have to search for the perfect music I've ever heard is just the silence that we both share, floating in the warm and vintage air. You're the anchor, you're the steady crown, the greatest treasure I have ever found. No more puzzles, no more mystery. We're making a beautiful history. Just a heartbeat and a steady hand in this simple and peaceful land. You make it easy like a Sunday drive. You make me feel so finally alive. Easy love like a soft design. I'm so lucky that you're finally mine. Everything flows in a natural way, turning my midnight into day. You make it easy. You make it easy. You make it easy. I look for magic in the city smoke and promises that everyone once broke. I travel miles to find a distant star, forgetting that the light was never far. Through every storm and every winter chill, when everything was loud or standing still, I looked around and saw a steady light, keeping me safe through the middle of the night. It was a frequency I didn't hear, washing away the residue of fear. A quiet melody, a soft refrain, a sanctuary from the pouring rain. You were always there, a guardian soul, making all my broken pieces whole. Always there in the neon blue, a simple truth that always led to you. The anchor in the shifting, restless sea. You were always there for me. The Polaroids are faded on the wall, capturing the moments I recall, in every frame and every single line. Your heartbeat was always next to mine. I was too blind to see the golden glow, caught inside the modern undertow. But now the static's gone, the signal's clear, and everything I want is right here. bridges burn and the seasons fade. People are leaving the promises they made. The world is a fragile and temporary place, a heavy and cynical, endless race. But I built a wall around the love we hold, protecting the silver and protecting the gold. The winds of change can violently blow, but this is a secret that we both know. The gravity shifts, but we stay perfectly still. A quiet resistance on a silent hill. I locked the door and threw away the key, securing the magic of you and me. We will never break away, never let it fall. We're standing together above it all. Never break away from the neon light, guiding each other through the darkest night. A vintage connection, solid and true. My entire universe revolves around you. The synthesizer hums a beautiful chord, a quiet whisper and a sweet reward. You trace the lines upon my resting hand, the only map I'll ever understand. Let the tape stretch out and the colors bleed. You are the absolute only thing I need, a sanctuary away from the modern noise, rejecting all the artificial, empty toys. No sudden endings, no dramatic fade, just a comfortable silence in the shade. We're writing a story that defies the time, a perfectly written analog rhyme. We will never break away, never let it fall. We're standing together above it all. Never break away from the neon light, guiding each other through the darkest night. A vintage connection, solid and true. My entire universe revolves around you. Never break, holding the line. Never break your heart and mine. The grid is alive with a heavy electric hum. We're marching perfectly to a brand new drum. I've got my favorite jacket and my silver shoes, ready to wash away the residual blues. You grab my hand and we run to the street, matching the rhythm of the analog beat. The signs are flashing in magenta and green, the absolute finest movie that I've ever seen. No time for sitting and no time to wait. We're pushing right through the heavy this magical energy moving on a beautifully painted cinematic scene, the absolute best that there has ever been. We are neon hearts in motion tonight, bathed in the ultraviolet light. Neon hearts in motion, wild and free, a beautiful drop in the digital sea. We're spinning around in a vintage groove with absolutely nothing we need to prove. Hearts in motion, keep the rhythm fast. Hearts in motion, magic lasts.
The seasons turn and the colors fade. People break the promises they made. The world is rushing in a wild design, but I am standing on the borderline. I see the worry in your tired eyes, searching for the truth among the lies. Don't be afraid of the changing tide. I'm staying right here by your side. Let the empires fall and the stars go cold. We have a story that will not be sold. The static is loud, but the signal is clear. I'm never gonna leave you, dear. I'll always stay like the morning light, chasing away the shadows of the night. Always stay when the road is long. You are the melody, you are my song. Through the fire and through the gray, I will always stay. The city lights are flickering and low. We've got a long, long way to go, but every step and every mile we take is a beautiful promise we won't break. You don't have to carry the weight alone. I'll be the anchor and I'll be the stone. In a digital age of fleeting dreams, we're stronger than we ever seen. No matter how far the rivers flow, no matter how fast the winds may blow, a vintage love that will never decay, holding on to you every single day. I'll always stay like the morning light, chasing away the shadows of the night. Always stay when the road is long. You more than a memory, more than a ghost, the one that my heart is missing the most. Still feel your touch in the warm summer breeze, frozen in time like the palm of the trees. More than a memory. I walk the boardwalk where the neon signs flicker. The feeling of losing you only gets thicker. A lo-fi heartbeat in a high-def world, thinking about the way your golden hair swirls. Wait for the replay, turn back the dial. I'd give it all up just to see you smile one more time. You're more than a memory, more than a ghost, more than a ghost, the one that my heart is missing the most. Still feel your touch in the warm summer breeze, frozen in time like the palm of the trees. More than a memory, more than a memory. Is it forever? It's always been you. Found a box of tapes in the attic dust, iron summer nights and a ring of rust. The way we laughed in '84, before the world walked through the door. I see the shadows on the bedroom wall, waiting for a ghost to finally call. The signal's weak and the picture's blurred. Every promise is a broken word. If I could rewind the magnetic lace and find the light upon your face, I'd pause the frame and stay right there with the scent of summer in your hair. Go back to the sun and rain, go back
Everything changes, everything dies, but I see the 80s in your eyes. I go back. If I only knew how. Rewind. The coffee's cold and the clock is slow, counting the minutes before you go. The suitcases are waiting by the door, like we haven't been here once before. The streetlights flicker in the early rain, a steady rhythm to a familiar pain. I'm watching the shadows moving on the wall, waiting for the final sky to fall. One last look and one last touch before the world becomes too much. The signal is weak, the screen is gray, watching the magic drift away. Right before goodbye, let's stay still, surrendering to the winter chill. Right before goodbye, in the indigo light, one last moment of the velvet night, before the tape reaches the very end. My lover and my very closest friend. The radio plays a lonely tune under the gaze of a cynical moon. I remember when the fire was burning bright, keeping us warm through the longest night. But magnets fade and the signals cross, counting up the tally of the heavy loss. There isn't any anger, there isn't a fight, just a quiet fade into the night. Is there a glitch we can still repair? A ghost of love in the empty air. But the door is open, the engine is running. We both saw the winter coming. Right before goodbye, let's stay still, surrendering to the winter chill. Right before goodbye, in the indigo light, one last moment of the velvet night, before the tape reaches the very end. My lover and my very closest friend. Before goodbye, before goodbye. I used to look out at the neon street, looking for rhythm from my restless feet. I thought the treasure was a distant star, hidden in the corner of a crowded bar. I chased the illusions and the empty thrills, running myself ragged on the highest hills. But I came back home with a heavy sigh, and finally looked you straight in the eye. The static is breaking, the signal is clear. The greatest miracle is sitting right here. I dropped the map and I dropped the chase, finding my heaven in your quiet face. I don't have to search the universe tonight. You're already mine in the amber light. Already mine, a vintage design, a beautiful truth that is finally fine. I was looking for silver in the empty cold, while holding a pocket completely full of gold. The saxophone whispers a steady low note. I swallow the foolishness caught in my throat. We sit on the sofa and we watch the rain, washing away all the residue of pain. No more pretending, no more heavy lines, no more reading the artificial signs. You are the anchor, you are the shore. I don't need to wander the earth Let the cynics talk and let the skeptics stare. I'm breathing the magic in the midnight air. A quiet revolution, soft and deep, a beautiful promise I am gonna keep. I don't have to search the universe tonight. You're already mine in the amber light. Already mine, a vintage design, a beautiful truth that is finally fine. I was looking for silver in the empty cold, while holding a pocket completely full of gold. Already mine, safe in my arms. Already mine, away from all harms. The city clocks have all forgotten time. We're existing in a perfectly written rhyme. The world outside is a silent velvet sea, and there is nobody left but you and me. fragile glass that is always bound to break. But standing here in the ultraviolet light, I wanna seal this beautiful moment right. The gravity leaves, the frequency clears, washing away all the daylight fears. A telepathic wire connecting us two. I'm handing my analog spirit to you. Say it forever, whisper it low, where the gentle rivers of the universe flow. Say it forever in the neon blue, a permanent tether connecting me to you. We'll pause the cassette on the sweetest track and promise that we're never going back. The synthesizer plays a heavenly hum. We're marching to a steady, quiet drum. I see the galaxies reflecting in your eyes. No need for the shadows or the sweet disguise. We've touched the edges of the digital space and found our heaven in this quiet place. A vintage romance, timeless and deep, a beautiful promise we are going to keep. Let the universe spin in its crazy design. I know exactly where my soul aligns. Speak the words into the midnight air and tell me that you will always be there. Forever, whisper it low, where the gentle rivers of the universe flow. Say it forever in the neon blue, a permanent tether connecting me to you. We'll pause the cassette on the sweetest track and promise that we're never going back. Say forever. Say forever. Say forever. Say
Static on the radio, a frequency of blue. I'm tracing lines of neon light, searching for the view of a Polaroid summer, faded at the edge, walking on the shadows of every word we said. The digital clock is blinking, frozen at 2 a.m. I'm lost inside a circuit board, looking for innocent would play before the golden sunshine turned to shades of gray. Now I'm just a ghost living in a dream, a silhouette of someone I used to be. Oh, if words could bring you back tonight, I'd scream them to the satellite. Through the wires and the chrome, I would lead your spirit home. It's a heartbeat on a cassette tape, a memory I can't escape. If words could bring you back, I'd fade to black just to find you. Signal lost, reconnecting. Can you hear me through the static? Can you feel the cinematic glow? Just a whisper in the wind. Words bring you back. Running through the neon rain. Words bring you back. Stay with me in the 80s. We've played 100 tracks upon this tape, a beautiful, long and wonderful escape. We've driven through the neon and the pouring rain. We've washed away the shadows and the pain. From the very first hello in the midnight glow to the quietest secrets that we both know, we built a universe from the unalloyed dust, a monument to patience and a perfect trust. The frequency is tuned to the absolute high, floating untethered in the purple sky. The cynical world is a distant muted hum. We're marching to the ultimate quiet drum. And I will never let go through the end of time. I'll hold on to this perfect vintage rhyme. Never let go when the stars burn out, erasing every single heavy doubt. We've written the story that the gods will read. You're the only oxygen I'll ever need. The synthesizer plays a celestial chord, a beautiful silence and a sweet reward. I see the galaxies reflecting in your eyes, a million beautiful and sweet replies. We've touched
the edges of the digital sea and found the core of our geometry. No more searching, no more wandering lost. We've paid the toll and we've paid the cost. Spoken every word that needs to be said, a vintage devotion that will never decay. I'm anchoring my soul to you today, and I will never let go through the end of time. I'll hold on to this perfect vintage rhyme. Never let go when the stars burn out, erasing every single heavy doubt. We've written a story that the gods will read. You're the only oxygen I'll ever need. Never let go, never let go. I will always stay. I used to walk with a steady stride, with all my secrets tucked away inside. I was the master of the midnight glare, acting like I simply didn't care. I wore the jacket in the dark shades too, to keep the world from getting a view. But then you walked into my neon scene, the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. My heartbeat skipping to a brand new beat. I'm losing my cool in the summer heat. The analog mask is falling to the floor. I don't wanna hide it anymore. It's too late to play it cool tonight. I'm falling for you in the neon light. Too late to play it cool, I'm giving in. Let the real story finally begin. I'm a fool for you, and I don't care who knows. That's just the way the rhythm goes. I'm buying flowers like a teenage boy, feeling a kind of long forgotten joy. I'm driving past your house at 3 a.m., caught in the middle of a waking dream. The synthesizer hums a happy tune under the watch of a silver moon. way the rhythm goes. Not so cool, but I'm happy now. Not so cool, I've made a vow. Not so cool. Washing all the words away. We're standing in the neon rain. Two silhouettes, one shared pain. You turn your head, you look away, with nothing left for us to say. The clouds are heavy, the sky is black. There's no way to bring the summer back. Flashes in the dark, searching for the dying spark. The countdown starting on the wall, waiting for the sky to fall. That's when the heart breaks like a storm. No fire left to keep us warm. of the city street to find the rhythm where our pulses meet. I've sailed the oceans of the neon blue to bring this message back home to you. No more hiding in the purple haze. I found the meaning of my lonely days. It's written in the stars, it's in the air. I see your reflection everywhere. The world can turn to digital dust, but there's a power that we both can trust. Higher than the moon, deeper than the sea, it's the soul of you and me. All my love for you, I'll give it all. I'll catch you every time you start to fall. All my love for you, a burning sun, a brand new journey that has just begun. Take my hand and we'll fly away beyond the night and the yesterday. The analog heart begins to beat so fast. We found a love that was built to last. Through the static and the winter cold, the greatest story that was ever told. We're shining brighter than the laser light, winning the battle of the longest night. With every breath and every single word, the sweetest song that was ever I give it all, every spark and flame. Forever and ever, I'll call your name. Nothing can stop this cosmic fire, the peak of our heart's desire. All my love for you, I'll give it all. I'll catch you every time you start to fall. All my love for you, a burning sun, a brand new journey that has just begun. Take my hand and we'll fly away beyond the night and the yesterday. All my love for you, all my love for you. All my love for you. Through the golden days. The room is painted in a violet shade, watching the edges of the real world fade. You're lying next to me in the quiet dark, sharing the heat of the original spark. The silence is heavy, the air is sweet, the rhythm of the universe is in a heartbeat. I trace the invisible lines on your skin, and I can't remember where I actually begin. The borders dissolve in the neon light, to I don't know where you end and where I begin, lost in the magic underneath the skin. I'm falling completely into your space, a beautiful casualty of your grace. The physical world is a distant hum. We're marching to a singular quiet drum. The synthesizer plays a hypnotic line, your fingers softly intertwining mine. We breathe in sync, a steady calm retreat, a victory inside of a defeat. I don't need a compass to navigate this perfectly balanced analog state. We're a masterpiece painted in black and white, escaping the world in the velvet night. For a very long while, no separation, no you and me, just a single drop in the digital sea. I don't know where you end and where I begin, lost in the magic underneath the skin. I'm falling completely into your space, a beautiful casualty of your grace. The physical world is a distant hum. We're marching to a singular quiet drum. Where I begin, where I begin, I'm lost in you. The heater's humming a comforting low drone. I'm sitting in the corner beautifully alone. The city is drowning in a sudden heavy downpour. I don't wanna step out the heavy glass door. I trace the droplets running down the window pane, a silent symphony written by the winter rain. The neon signs are bleeding in a vibrant hue, painting the entire room in pink and blue. The physical storm is raging outside the glass, but I'm just watching the quiet hours pass, insulated safely from the modern cold machine. The most incredible movie that I've ever seen. They look like neon tears falling in the dark, fueling the fire of the analog spark. Neon tears glowing soft and slow, watching the gentle midnight rivers flow. I'm not really crying, I'm just perfectly still, basking in the magic of the windowsill. The trumpet whispers a relaxing slow line, untangling the heavy knots along my spine. I hold a cup of coffee to warm my tired hands, traveling through the quiet, isolated lands. The modern world shouts, but I only sigh underneath the weeping artificial sky. A vintage devotion perfectly clear. right here. Let the hour hand melt on the broken dial. Let's just stay lost for a beautiful while. A steady combustion, incredibly sweet, making the midnight completely complete. They look like neon tears falling in the dark, fueling the fire of the analog spark. Neon tears glowing soft and slow, watching the gentle midnight rivers flow. I'm not really crying, I'm just perfectly still, basking in the magic of the windowsill. Neon tears, neon tears. Neon tears. Pick up the phone, the line is filled with static. The way we talk feels almost cinematic. I'm staring at the rain against the glass, watching all the neon shadows pass. The dial tone is singing a lonely melody, a ghost of who we used to be. I'm holding back the breath I haven't taken, in this digital world slightly shaken. I'm calling just to say the words tonight, before they vanish in the morning light. It's not about the future or the past, just a frequency that's meant to last. I'm calling just to say it, just to say it. The city lights are blurring in a dream. Nothing's ever really what it seems. I wrote your name in pixels on the screen, a secret message lost in the machine.